first episode of Hey, You May Want to Hear This. My name's Adam.
And I'm Anthony.
We just wanted to start a podcast for fun. We've been working on this for about a month or so. We've been friends since competing against each other in 8th grade wrestling.
I won.
He absolutely did. And, you know, we were bitter rivals, but later bonded that night over pizza. So, you know, pizza bonds all.
Pepperoni, if I recall.
Correct. We just thought it'd be fun to do a podcast together, and so this is where we've ended up. To let you guys know a little more about us, we're just going to do some random questions and just get to know each other and let you know more about us over the next half an hour or so. So I think the first question is going to be a question for Anthony. And,
all right.
if he decides to return the favor, he may. So the first question is, what app on your phone do you use the most?
Well, I can tell you what I don't use a lot is social media, and I feel like I should a little more, to be honest. But I don't use it that much. So if you're expecting me to say Facebook or Instagram or something, that's not it. Easily the music app. I use Apple Music, so I listen to music constantly, whether I'm, driving, just hanging out, doing, I don't know, whatever it is. I listen to a lot of music, so definitely that one would be number one, but probably the fantasy app, fantasy football. I tend to do it all from my phone. I never log in on the computer, to be honest. And then I use a guitar tuner a lot, too. I paid for a guitar tuning app just because I play guitar enough that I felt like it was worth it, and that's my main tuner, so I just always have it with me where I go. And yeah, so probably those three. I don't know which one, but definitely those three I use the most. What about you?
Well, I, on the other hand, not overly active on social media, but I do enjoy being social and seeing what my friends are up to. So, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. I also enjoy music. I use Spotify, not for any particular reason, just that's what I happen to use. The two that I probably use the most would be the Messenger app. I'm in a few group chats that never seem to really die out. Whether that's a good or bad thing, that's up for debate. And then another one that I use is YouTube. Big fan of YouTube. I love Rhett and Link and Good Mythical Morning, all sorts of different, reoccurring YouTube channels that I follow.
Good Mythical Mornings, good fun.
Yes.
Sure. Dude Perfect, that's my main YouTube. I'm still a teenager at heart, to be honest. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
That stuff's good. So, yeah, I think it's on to the next question.
All right. Let's see here. So, Adam, you are heading back up to school pretty soon here. Well, this week, probably just in a few days, right? So, where are you going? What are you up to?
I go to Columbia Bible College in Abbotsford, British Columbia, from Washington, but yeah. Anthony and I have actually both gone to Columbia. He recruited me.
I ask him like I don't know where he's going, but I know very well where he's going.
Yeah, he went there for a year, and then I came the next year.
And then I left him.
And he ditched me. So, yeah, I've been going there since, I want to say the fall of 2014.
14.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I've been going there for a couple years. Yeah, it's a good school.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot when I was up there.
Yeah.
You just drove me away. I couldn't stand to be around you anymore.
I do that. But yeah, no, I mean, Washington and BC aren't so much that different.
No, not at all.
Pretty similar. I mean, there's definitely a bit of a not language barrier, but they say things a little differently. So.
Say some weird things, eh?
Yes.
No, I remember when I first went and people were always like, "Oh, Canada, is there a ton of snow? Is there?" I'm like, no, I'm like 2 hours from here. We're from...
That's what I always get.
Like,
I'm just like literally like we are so like we're a border like it's a border town. Like there's a town that everyone knows about, Bellingham, that's literally 20 miles, not even south of that.
Yeah.
So
like we're in Seattle. We are closer to Canada in Seattle than we are to Oregon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's really not different at all.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
While you've been up there, I remember, I think the only time this has happened for me was driving to my roommate Dexter for my first year up there, driving to his farm that I saw one. Have you ever seen a moose up in Canada?
As a matter of fact, not only have I seen a moose, I've seen meese. Many a meese.
No, you have not. You've seen moose.
I'm pretty sure I've seen multiple like mooses.
Which is moose.
Would be meese.
Which is moose.
Meese.
Eh,
I mean, do I need to get the dictionary out for this?
sure, because I'm
right.
positive
Here,
that
just a second,
moose is the plural of moose.
All right, here's the top dictionary definition.
Okay.
The real plural of moose. Many people, including the dictionary and English teachers, will attempt to tell you that meese is not correct. However, please consider the following.
They are correct.
One goose is a goose. One moose is a moose.
Yes.
Two goose is a geese.
Yes.
Are geese. Two moose, of course, it's got to be meese.
No.
It says meese is grammatically correct. Don't let them fool you. So,
And what dictionary is this exactly that you're reading?
it's the Urban Dictionary.
I think it's pronounced Urban.
But yeah, no, I would assume.
Is the plurality of that the urbine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Good to know.
It's
It's moose.
okay. Well, agree to disagree. So Anthony, you're pretty into music, as you made reference to, because you have your guitar tuning app.
Indubitably.
What would you say that your favorite, what would you say your favorite band is?
Well, that's not really a hard question at all, actually. I'm just going to kind of go the roundabout way with answering that. Like right now, currently, I'm definitely listening to kind of a really weird mixture of more rap and hip hop than I've listened to in the past, and more heavier music than I've listened to in the past. Not really like metal, but more like post-hardcore type of stuff. And then also more like acoustic singer-songwriter type stuff. But
the two are very similar.
3 genres that are almost identical.
Exactly.
In one way or 2 ways.
They're
maybe.
all music.
They're all music. They all feature vocals and people playing instruments.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Maybe. Depends on if you classify the computer as an instrument for some things.
Yeah.
But my favorite band all time easily is Blink-182, because falling right in the center of all that overall time is punk rock music. You know, I used to be in a punk rock band in high school. That was a ton of fun. Blink-182 is a huge influence. It's just always been, always been the thing I've been doing. I've just started just jamming with some friends recently and playing bass with them, and like my roots are in punk rock, and they're like this ambient folk type band, and so I'm just there trying to play a bunch of punk rock, and it's not the right thing at all. So I'm figuring it out. But yeah, Blink-182 easily. They're awesome.
For sure.
Yeah. And I know you love Blink too. So.
Absolutely. I love Blink-182 as well.
Yeah. I mean, we even went and saw them a few months ago. It was a blast.
Yep.
It was loud.
it absolutely was
Like,
loud.
good kind of loud though.
Good kind of loud.
Yeah, for sure. So, we'll shift gears here a little bit from music and head into the culinary arts, right? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Who cares?
Kind
That's
of.
close enough.
It's close enough. The edible arts, maybe.
I think we're getting further away.
Wait, how is edible further?
Never mind. Just ignore it.
Okay, Adam, what is your favorite food?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I gotta go back, like you said, to the roots. I mean, I've been all over the place. I've been all over the map. I've tried many different things.
Canadian,
all over,
foreign,
all over the map, being Western, the Western United States and BC.
BC, Canadian food, foreign,
all over, but
foreign cuisine.
But Washington and BC are pretty good with their foreign cuisine. So I've had a lot of different kind of foods, but just got to go back to the roots. I'm from a family that's from. My mom's side is from Texas, so we love our comfort food. So, I mean, to me, the best thing is just a very good, just cheesy macaroni and cheese.
So, yeah.
I mean, that's where it's at right there.
That's good.
That's home for me.
Lauren actually made mac and cheese for dinner last night. We got some gluten-free noodles to tend to my stomach, and she made it all homemade, and it was actually pretty awesome. I actually had it for breakfast, too. So
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
So what would you say that your favorite food is?
I mean, I do love me some mac and cheese. I mean, I ate it for breakfast, so I gotta like it. But I'm going to maybe bend the question a little bit. And...
You're gonna melt the question a little bit.
There you go. Ice cream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love food. I love all sorts of food. Typically, even if like desserts come out around the holidays and stuff, I'm like, I would rather have a good meal right now. I mean, I enjoy dessert. Don't get me wrong. Like baked goods, all those sorts, Christmas time fudge, all those things. It's awesome. But ice cream is number one. Food is number two. The rest of baked goods is like number three. So ice cream, yeah, that's just it. Ice cream.
Very nice. What would you say your favorite kind of ice cream is?
I love the Ben & Jerry's half-baked. Actually, no. The Ben & Jerry's half-baked was my favorite, but then Jimmy Fallon came out with the Tonight Dough, which is basically just half-baked with peanut butter dough added into it, and that's awesome. But because I have to eat gluten-free now, I can't really deal with all that brownie and cookie dough.
Yeah.
So I've really taken to peanut butter ice creams, like Reese's ice creams, or even the Ben & Jerry's peanut butter cup, or even just vanilla ice cream. Like melt peanut butter and drizzle it over it is awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Christmas just happened. How was your Christmas?
It was really good. I had like kind of extended family Christmas like a week before Christmas, where I got to see people. Spent Christmas Eve with my parents and my sister and her husband and their new son, Colton. He's 2 months old. Super awesome. Love being an uncle. Just cutest little dude. Looks like an old man, but he's awesome. I've been teaching him how to fist bump and high five. So every single time I see him, we do it. And he doesn't know yet. But even in the hospital, like the day he was born, we did it. So pretty pumped about that. And then Christmas Day, just spent it with Lauren's family. Yeah, just over at Lauren's mom's house and just hanging out with her and her mom and her brother. And it was pretty relaxing and pretty chill, and it was good.
Nice.
How's yours?
It was good. Same thing, Christmas Eve. Spent it with a family. My dad's side of the family. We, every Christmas Eve, it used to be going to the grandparents, but now it's going to the aunt and uncles. Yeah, just spent time with the family. Nothing too exciting, watch the little kids open, because now no one spoils me anymore because I'm not young enough to be spoiled. But yeah, so it was good. Got to hang out with the crazy cousins, and yeah, I mean, it's cool because a lot of my family is just kind of out and about, and getting them all together, it's fun. And then Christmas Day, opened presents with the immediate family, my brother, my parents, and that was good. Then just same thing, went and hung out with different parts of the family throughout the day. Went over to another aunt and uncle's. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
Cool beans.
So Anthony, while we're on the topic
of Christmas, right?
On the topic of Christmas.
Hanukkah?
No, not Hanukkah.
Kwanzaa.
Yeah, we can
we can talk about. I don't even really know what Kwanzaa is. Like, I mean, I know it's an African holiday. Maybe I should look into it. I know what Hanukkah celebrates, but I don't really know what Kwanzaa celebrates.
We'll educate ourselves.
Yes, we will. Stay tuned. Future episode, Kwanzaa.
The Kwanzaa episode. What would you say, while we're on the topic of Christmas, is your favorite Christmas gift?
Ever? All time?
All time.
I don't really know why I clarified, because really it was from this Christmas anyways.
Dang.
So all time isn't even really relevant. This year it was. So Lauren, my wife, was too good to me this year. I had mentioned earlier that I'm starting to just jam out with a few friends in an ambient folk band and play bass for them.
Yep.
And so Christmas morning came, and I've been borrowing a bass, actually from my high school youth pastor. I've been borrowing his bass just to practice and get ready for the songs, and that's been working great. But Christmas morning came, and there was what looked like a bass wrapped in wrapping paper under the tree. And so when I got to open it, back when I was in high school, there was a bass that was found in the high school dumpster that still worked, and it just had like a hole punched through it. And so I took it and I fixed it, and then I never like put it fully back together because I think I messed something up and it doesn't really work right anymore.
Yeah.
So Lauren put it kind of back together and wrapped it. So when I unwrapped it, it's just like this broken, taken apart vase. And I was like, what the heck? Okay. And she'd already got me some other stuff. So I was like, cool, whatever. She's just messing with me. This is pretty funny, I guess. And so then when I put all that away and stuff, she came out like 5 minutes later and brought another gift that looked the exact same. I opened it up, and funny. Sure enough, it was an actual bass. So getting a pretty nice new bass for Christmas this year.
Sweet.
The one that I've actually been eyeing for a little while. And it came with a strap that has a bunch of tacos on it with little mustaches.
Nice.
Actually, Adam, if you turn around, it's on the guitar right there. It's just tacos with a bunch of little mustaches on it.
Wow.
I know no one else can see it, but
that is fascinating. No,
yeah.
It's a sweet one. That's actually really cool. That's really cool.
What about you? All-time favorite?
Oh man, I've been lucky. I've had some great stuff.
Yeah, cool.
I would say the biggest one I can think of would be I probably was like 10 years old or so, and maybe not even that old. And I woke up before everyone else, just so excited, as a kid, Christmas Day, you just can't sleep.
You don't still do that?
I mean, I do, but... No,
I'm just kidding. I definitely slept in this year, the past few years, past while.
I was the latest to wake up, because I just...
Wow.
It's an interesting thing. When Christmas comes when you're older, you're not getting so much what you want, you're getting more what you need with a lot of things.
Absolutely.
Like, it's not getting toys and video games, which I still wish I was getting, but I need other stuff.
A little
more.
Bit. Sometimes, yeah, I still get that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. But, let's see. So I was probably like 10 years old, and I would say it was probably... the OG original Xbox.
The OG.
Absolutely. I woke up at like 5, went upstairs at my grandparents' house over on the coast of Washington, and just was flabbergasted. Had no idea that we'd be getting it.
Yeah.
And so getting that was just... That was a good one. I was very fired up about that one.
Yeah, for sure. Did you get Halo 1 with your original Xbox?
Yes, of
'Cause-
course I did.
Because of all the Xbox games to have, if we're talking original Xbox, Halo Combat Evolved
Yeah,
was the game, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely got Halo 1. All the old school like Tony Hawk Underground, Tony Hawk.
Oh,
Racing,
yeah.
You know, Halo. There's and I mean I still have it, and that thing's a tank. It runs. I mean, it runs
It
just as well.
still
as
works.
Oh yeah, runs
Wow.
runs like a dream. I still go and
That's
buy
great.
like 5-cent video games from Entertainment Exchange. And
We should. Yeah, we haven't played that together. We need
yeah,
to get
no,
together and
yeah, it's a
play
good
a
one.
little old school Xbox. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, so
Cool. So, Adam, you want to tell them a little bit about what we got in store coming up
yeah,
here?
so since I'm heading back to school in the next couple days,
So
we're-
educated. You're
yeah,
gonna
so
be
I
so
can,
smart.
so I can pretend to be educated. We are gonna be working on trying to do a monthly podcast. Planning on doing it the second Monday of every month, at least through April. I finish around April, and then after that, our hope is to do a weekly podcast. That's our goal, and that'd be sweet to do. Yeah, so once we're in the same town, we'll be doing that. Our
Well,
top,
until we're in the same town.
yeah,
You mean we'll be doing
once,
that? Yeah.
once we're in, yeah. So until we're together, count on it being monthly, and then once we're together, hopefully count on it being weekly. I think that's our goal.
Yeah.
Our topics are gonna be pretty sporadic, kind of all over. So. I mean, we're planning on having guests, talking about music, movies, food, pretty much anything else we really feel like talking about. We'll be just covering all of our bases, pretty much just going.
Yeah, pretty
All of it.
sporadic. That's why it's called, hey, you may want to hear this, because you may
Yeah.
or you may not, depending on the episode,
I mean, I
right?
think you should listen either way because you never know. It could
Amen. Yeah.
be, even if it's something you don't think you'd be interested in, you might find a new interest.
Yeah, who knows? And just a hint, the next podcast was hinted at in this podcast. So one of the things that we mentioned and talked about will be what our next episode focuses on. So you can think about that and make guesses that may or may
Mull
not come
that
true.
over.
Mull it over. That's the word I was looking for.
There you
The
go.
precise word.
So, I think our plan for the end of each podcast is we're going to do like a little segment. We haven't quite nailed it down for right now, but the one that we're going to do for this podcast is I have a little quiz for Anthony.
We're going to call it the Quizzy segment for today.
For today. It could
That's
be-
probably not.
That's probably not going to stick, but
No.
so this one is
Getting quizzy. Up in here.
Getting quizzy with it.
Getting quizzy with it.
So this is gonna be I'm gonna be finding out what Anthony or which member of the Skywalker family Anthony is.
Ooh, I wonder if Rey is an option. I wonder how far ahead of the game they. I mean, I'm not saying that Rey necessarily is a Skywalker, but I feel like they've set it up pretty clearly that she is.
We'll see.
We'll see, but
We're gonna sound like quiet fools in a year if we're wrong.
yeah, she is Rey the Hutt.
If you couldn't tell, we're both pretty into Star Wars. Not-
Jabba the Hutt's daughter, Rey the Hutt.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So the first question is, pick your favorite era.
Era?
Yeah.
Of-
So the 4 options are the prequel trilogy. So
of Star Wars
episode 1
movies.
through 3.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep. Number 2 is the original trilogy, so 4 through 6. The sequel trilogy, 7 through 9, but I mean we only know 7 so far. And then the
Right.
anthologies. So Rogue One just came out. That's
Yeah.
all I know.
Well, I mean, Rogue One was sweet.
Yeah.
And I think The Force Awakens is my favorite of all the Star Wars movies.
Yes.
But there's, as far as eras go, that's not a lot of source material to draw
Yeah,
from. It's only
exactly.
one movie each, where the other ones have 3. So while I know I'm going to get so much backlash for this.
Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm going to go with the prequel trilogy. Honestly, I like the prequels more than
You're
the
gonna get
original.
lambasted.
I don't care.
I don't mind. I mean, I enjoy Star Wars, but I'm not like a diehard. So
Yeah.
But, whew.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't care. I'll fight about it. That's fine.
Okay. Don't fight anybody.
No, not like fisticuffs. Just I'll stand my ground. Is what I mean.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
So then the next question is, what element do you feel most connected to? Air, water, earth, or fire?
Connected to?
Oh, that's some fancy phrasing.
Yeah. Let's go with water. I like water.
Okay. How would you use the Force?
Ooh.
The first question is, or the first answer is to protect those I love. The second is to gain more power. Third, to save the galaxy. Fourth, to let it guide me. Fifth, I wouldn't use it.
Ooh, that's interesting. I'm going to go with to let it guide me, because I feel like if I let the Force guide me, it would lead me into places to save the galaxy and to protect my loved ones.
Yeah.
I feel like that almost encompasses all of it. So we're going to go with to let it guide me.
That's fair. Okay. So this one is choose an artist, like musical
Okay.
artist.
Michelangelo.
Not one of the. The first one is John Legend. Second is John Williams. Third is My Chemical Romance. Fourth is Beyonce. And fifth is Radiohead. I believe John Williams is the composer of Star
Yes,
Wars.
he is the composer of Star Wars and Indiana Jones.
Yep,
and
yep,
I think he did at least the first few Harry Potters too. We'll go John Williams because he's done some pretty cool film scores.
Cool. What's your favorite movie genre? Sci-fi, thriller, crime, action, or rom-com?
I would have gone with comedy, but that wasn't really a full... We'll go with action out of those.
Okay. All right, so the last question is pick an instrument. Timpani, recorder,
Timpani instead of a drum. I know what you're... Yeah.
timpani.
Yeah.
French horn, piano, or saxophone.
Piano. It's the only one of those I can play, so...
Are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Did I get
All right.
Leia? Is that why you have all this lead up?
No, it's not Leia.
Okay.
But I would say that this fits you very well.
Okay.
You got Padme.
Oh, I didn't even realize that makes sense.
It makes sense.
But like she wasn't really on my radar as an
Yeah.
option. I was thinking more just like Anakin, Luke, Leia.
So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
thanks to BuzzFeed for that
I'm
quiz.
Padme.
So now we know that Anthony is Padme.
Does it say why? Is there like a little blurb on it?
No, it just says Padme.
Well,
But
that's
it's
it.
a picture of her holding a gun.
No,
so.
well, at least I'm the like fierce fighting
Yeah.
Padme,
Exactly.
not the like weird makeup Padme from the first movie
For sure.
or like episode 1. Not, yeah.
Yeah, I get
Yeah.
you.
All right. Well, cool. I'm good with that. I'm Padme.
Sweet. All right. So, is there anything else that you have that you want to add?
Nope.
Cool. All right. Well, this was Hey, You May Want to Hear This with Anthony and Adam.
Or Padme, whatever you want to call me.
Or Padme. You can call him Padme. So, yeah, we're signing out. We'll see you next month. Have a good one.
See ya.